Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zara and today we are going to be doing the rapid fire book tag. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. So first prompt is ebook versus physical. Definitely physical. I really don't like ebooks. I've attempted it a couple of times throughout my life and I detest it. There's nothing better than having a physical book in your hand that you can touch and smell and then treasure afterwards. Definitely physical. Paperback or hardback. So I used to be religiously paperback only. As you can see, well, you can't see actually, but on my top shelf, they're all hardbacks. And that's pretty unheard of for me. Weirdly, over the past maybe 3, 4, 5 months, I've really started collecting hardbacks. I don't know why that is. I think maybe it's because, I don't know, they feel like meatier in your hands. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I've been purchasing more and more hardbacks recently, which is odd, but I don't know. I think I still prefer paperbacks, maybe slightly more. I think it also depends. This is not me being rapid, by the way, but I feel like this is an important topic. If it's a signed edition, I will always get the hardback, but otherwise I generally get paperbacks. But it depends on the book as well, because sometimes, I don't know, the hardbacks have like a naked hardback that's really pretty, and I don't know, you just want to get the hardback. So that was a very long-winded answer. Basically both. Online or in-store, both. I try to do as much as I can in-store. So where I live, I have quite a few bookstores, independent bookstores and chains as well that I like to go to. I generally have a fairly good idea of what books I want to buy, but I don't know, there's nothing like going into a shop and just browsing. I did that the other day. I spent 3 hours on like just one corner of this like huge floor of fiction books. It was amazing, and I picked up a couple of books that I maybe wouldn't necessarily order online. I feel like when I order online, I'm not really browsing, it's because I want to order a very specific book. Trilogies or series, I don't mind. Trilogies obviously more digestible than a series, but I love a big world. I actually like it when you have like trilogies within a really big series, if that makes sense. So like Realm of the Elderlings is an example of that, where you have trilogies that make up to this bigger series. I mean, I don't really mind, to be honest. It kind of depends. I think series generally can be more daunting, especially if it's a completed series or a series that has been going on for a while, but I don't mind, to be honest. Heroes or villains? I mean, I'm going to take the cop-out answer and say somewhere in the middle, because that's in reality where most people sit. I don't really think there are black and white heroes and black and white villains. I think everybody is a shade of grey. I think that's why I like Grimdark so much, because the characters are very morally grey and very human. So I'm going to cop out of that one and say I like morally grey characters who have aspects of good and aspects of bad. A book you want everyone to read. The Three Musketeers. Go. Recommend an underrated book. The Winter Road by Adrian Selby. Phenomenal writer. I've talked about it a lot on my channel now as well. The last book you finished. The last book I finished was The Savage Lands by Stacey Marie Brown. It is a romantic fantasy book. I had issues with it, but it was pretty addictive. I read it in a day and I'm excited to read the next book. The last book you bought. Oh, I can actually check that. Sharpe's Tiger by Bernard Cornwell. That was the last book that I bought. I need to read more Bernard Cornwell. ASAP. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark. My PS4 controller is probably my weirdest thing. I'm trying to think actually, have I used something weirder? I think I used a candle once. I don't know which one of those is weirder, maybe the candle. Used books, yes or no? I literally just went to my local used bookstore, so yes. Top 3 favorite genres. I mean, fantasy for sure, then probably like classics, and then probably sci-fi after that. Borrow or buy? Buy. I like owning my books. Characters or plot? Characters. Watch any of my videos and I will almost always talk about characters more than anything else. Long or short books? It depends. Sometimes you want a long book, sometimes you want a short book. I don't really like novellas because they're very rarely impactful enough in my opinion, which may be controversial, I don't know. I don't like it when books are unnecessarily long or when there are very clearly too many words that don't need to be there. I hate that. Long or short chapters? Definitely short chapters. I hate long chapters. I've mentioned this many times before now. When I'm working, my ability to read is massively curtailed. I try and read, 2, 3, 4 chapters when I go to sleep. And if it's like a really long chapter, chances are, that was my one gripe actually with The Winter Road that I don't think I mentioned. Chapters are really long. And there will be times where I'd have to stop in the page breaks because I couldn't keep going. But it is what it is. Name the first 3 books you think of. Heroes by Joe Abercrombie. Oh god, The Pressure. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Port of Silver Flames by Sarah J Maas. Wow, you can get 3 more different books. That was terrible. Books that made you laugh or cry. Any Joe Abercrombie book makes me laugh. A few of them have made me cry. Terry Pratchett makes me laugh. Any Terry Pratchett makes me laugh. I don't really cry in books. I mean, The Road very nearly made me cry because it's depressing. I think that's it. Our world or fictional worlds? I don't get that. If it's asking me whether I would rather live in our world or fictional worlds, I mean, I don't know. A lot of fictional worlds are full of a lot of shit, so I don't know if I necessarily want to live in them. Audiobooks, yes or no? Depends. The only two audiobooks that I've really enjoyed are the First Law audiobooks, narrated by Stephen Pacey, and then the Harry Potter series, narrated by Stephen Fry. They're the only two ones that I like. I like audiobooks for non-fiction, but otherwise I'm not really into audiobooks. I actually cancelled my Audible subscription recently because I just don't use it. That was terrible. Okay. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? I don't think so. Though I do like pretty books, like everybody else. Book to movie or book to TV adaptations? Probably book to TV, but again, it depends on the book. Like if the book needs more time to explore the world, then it makes sense to have a TV adaptation. If it's a book that's fairly contained, then a movie will do it justice. So it obviously depends. 2 more left. Series or standalones? Both, depends what mood I'm in. A movie, TV show you prefer to the book? I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, so I'm going to mention it again, and that is The Handmaid's Tale. Show is phenomenal, book is average. So there we have it. Let me know if you agree or disagree with any of what I've said below. Super curious to hear your thoughts. Let's wrap it up there. I'll see you in my next video, guys. In the meantime, have a lovely day, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.